That's what they called me. The living library. I'd served in the military for 22 of my 41 years of life. I wasn't some kind of war hero. I wasn't even supposed to be on the front lines. I was a pencil pusher, a bean counter, a walking library of paperwork. No one ever looked down on me for my position, but I always felt like I should be doing more. I would only be a liability on the battlefield, but I wanted to help. So I decided to help by stopping death. That's what I told myself, anyway. I never stopped the first death, when the body gives up trying to keep itself alive. That's what the doctors, medics, and corpsmen are for. Didn't stop the second death either. When men lose their minds or just stop responding is when the therapists and shrinks come to play. No. I told myself that I would stop the third death. The death of memory. When not a soul lives on who knows your name or what you did. Every lost life is a tragedy, but for one to be forgotten is a far graver tragedy still. I was a walking library of obituaries. It was my job to ensure our heroes were never forgotten. Everyone from First Sergeant David Michaels, who charged and cleared an enemy position while under heavy fire, and only had the dignity to let his body suffer the first 2 deaths once reinforcements came to relieve him, to POC Mickey Taylor, who lost his head 5 minutes into his first deployment when his commanding officer said jokingly that the enemy sniper couldn't hit for shit, and he decided to test that by peeking over his cover. With me, I carry not just the names, ranks, and death dates of the men of my company, but the living history of who they were. And that is what truly scares me. Not the thought that I may die soon, but that all those brave men and women might find their third deaths in me. Because no one wants to hear their stories. They'd rather forget the war ever happened. They prefer to look away from their disgrace and kill those young boys and girls than to admit the truth and grieve alongside us. Today, 113 men and women die with me. 113 brave souls will be forever forgotten. And that's what scares me most.